ายต่อไปสักเช้าอยู่
Twitch is doing it. Yeah, a little lower.
Get ready for the next battle.
Hello, Baron. Good morning. We're okay. We're just gonna be a little busy today. Try to squeeze this in. Coaching. Mm-hmm. No. Oh, that carries far. Something so simple. Bro, Twitch is malfunctioning right now. Malfunctioning right now. That carries really far. Why do that if I can do it? There we go. You made so dumb? What do you mean? What do we mean? What do we mean, True Black Flash? Street Fighter characters? No, this is not. This is Bowie from Yu Yu Hakusho. Have you seen that anime? And I'm not an anime guy, that's what's funny. Even though I'm not an anime guy. This is my favorite. It is. It's Bowie from Yu Yu Hakusho. No, legit. Yeah, it is. My favorite. It now. Been so long. Haha, bro without the mask. I get you. Bowie's such an interesting character. It's such a shame they didn't give him enough airtime. It's really a shame that they didn't give him enough airtime. He certainly looked like the yeah, without the axe. Yep. I really would have wanted more of him. That kind of power was really good. You know what I mean? His kind of power is really good. Would have been super nice. Think about it. Power would have been super. Too bad it was all about Toguro. Yes, it was, dude. That's what sucked, man. In my opinion, that's what sucked. Cause sure, he was really the big bad, honestly. But come on, dude, even Karasu was such an interesting character. One of my Steves is Karasu. One of my Steve Fox designs is Karasu. You know what I mean? One of my Steve Foxes is dressed up as Karasu. Yeah. Yusuke wasn't even the strongest. Oh, but as uh as a yokai, yes, Kurama was the strongest in my. I think that Kurama was the strongest, but he, pound for pound, was probably the best combatant they had. I think pound for pound, Kurama was still the strongest. He was technically a demigod, if that makes sense. Kurama was so timid though. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, I should have been botching this for quite a while. I have been botching it. See, I have been botching. Aquaman's wall kick is just too. Look at that. Here. What was what did I do here before? What did I do there before, dude? Anyways.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yo. Oh yeah. Gotta make this count, bro. Have time.
Round one.
Let's focus.
Fight.
Could have rejarted. I mean, I should have won. That was not gonna kill anyway. Look at that. Alright. We'll be fine. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Greedy.
Round two. Fight.
Take it. Yeah, he's still. I knew it. I knew it.
Round three. Fight. Round one. Fight.
What? Why can't my character move, man?
Round two. Fight.
Hello? Wow, just... Okay. Probably did. Yeah. It's probably did. So what we're gonna do. Fuck.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh my god. Still went for that. They're getting midded. I gotta pause. What? Every single every single June. Take it. It's her fault.
Get ready
He was
for
slow.
the next battle.
I think should have just done is a full crouch DF1. I think. Hold on, let me message my student. Hello. Hold on, Dre. I cannot hear. Hello. Hello. Okay, now I can hear. Now I think I can hear. Hello. Hi. Okay, there she be. Right. Me too. Me too. That was also on. Okay. I'll need you to warm up a little. So, and we talk about Leiva. So. Now the usual warm up drink we're gonna go. You'd wanna pick your Xiao Yu. Then we'd wanna talk about the matchups. Talk about the match that we did recently. Warm up with Victor. Warm up with about 5 minutes each, and then we discuss. So I'll start the clock. Hello, Battle. Thank you for the raid for multitasking on a double screen. Don't worry, you're not heard. You're not heard. Batil, thank you for the raid. Hello, Raiders. Hey, go on, Dre. I'm watching your stream. Remember, you gotta face that CPU at a certain degree, yeah? To a certain difficulty. Remember that? Punish every... No, not that one. Just basically CPU. There we go. One notch below. One notch below. Yes, very good. And I know you know what you need to. I know you know what you need to punish now. Hey Batil, and hello Raiders, my name is Pika. I'm a Tekken professional from the Philippines. Former pro player, currently a coach, commentator, content creator, and streamer. I've been streaming for 6 years. I've been on Twitch for 4. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your stay here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Batil. Thank you for the raid, man. I really. Ooh, Muzi. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, guys. Hold on, let me check that real quick. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me. I'm currently also multitasking. I'm coaching as of the moment. So thank you guys for always being here. Hello, hello. Twitch be acting a little strange. Hello back to you. No matter what happens to this set, no matter what happens to this set, I am leaving. Because I gotta go. I have to continue with my coaching. Right? No matter what happens in this. I'm still sleepy, dude.
Round 1. Fight.
Is it lagging, dude? Lagging. That slide me. Ooh, nice timing. That was very good timing. Take it. What a duck, dude. Dude, I hate this lag though. You gotta be careful. Hey, GG's. We got the 5, bro. We got 5 on it. We finally got the 5 on it. I'm so sleepy. I'm not rematching. Holy moly. Good stuff. Thank you guys. Wait, let me turn on the camera. I know you guys deserve my time. Okay, Drea, buzzer beater. Now time to go to Lars. Time to go to Lars. Souvenir? Yeah, hold on. Let me. Not only that, it's for respect. This is the MJ dude. It is the MJ dude. Hold on. Let me. Let me turn on my camera. Never I get rated like that, especially first timers from the channel of Batil. And thank you, Moose. Because you guys deserve that respect from. So sorry. Yeah, Drea, there. 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to wear glasses, guys, because I'm gonna have to wear glasses. My eyes are glassy. Hello. Hello, chat. I'm sleepy. I am sleepy. Played a few games earlier. Stuck at teach. Couple. What coaching is for. What it's gonna look like on this. Me smiling, happy. Actually, not happy. Sleepy. I'm glad. I think that's the better word. I am. Me and my brother. Yeah. My next goal is GoD6. Steve Raven, but Steve first. Steve goes first. Let me see that now. I wanna see how far on the lead climbed up. Because with Fakumram Fakumram is very few. Like me and my brother, we share the liking for Fakumram. But I wanna make sure we're both at least at GoD5 with this. So there, number 55. I'll show you where my brother is. Hopefully we're right next to him. Hopefully. And no Filipino is up here. See? There's no Filipino up here. So I just want me and okay, my brother is much higher than me. So he's at 39. He got that like 2 days ago. Then me, I'm over here. I'm on 55. This is my brother. This is my brother right here. I'm over here at 50. There we go. Technically, this is the second account. Know what I mean? Second Gene runs. We're both pros, or former pros. Technically, I'm still considered a pro, but as a coach, not a player. My brother is technically considered a professional player by skill, but no one. He's not. We're not signed on organized just yet. That makes sense. Okay, I'll give you one last minute, Drea. There have been some missing punishes there. Yep, yep, yep. Mhm. But yeah, guys, ask away. Hold on. You see, this is gonna be a problem. Now that I wanna try to rank up my, I'm gonna probably try to rank up now my Eve. There'll be absolutely no body play. Yep, exactly. It's not gonna. No one's gonna be playing Eve. Nobody's gonna be playing today. So nope, maybe not today. But how far did my prowess climb? If it did, I'm not so sure. Prowess. Prowess is so weird, dude. It's the weirdest thing. It's the one thing in Tekken. See, it didn't climb anything. I was already at 428,000. But when I get to GoD6, that's gonna add 10,000 more. So that's gonna be at around 437k. Okay, Drea, let's go. Well, first and foremost, how did Evo go? Oh yeah. I remember. But what did they tell you? Did they, what did what, how did things? I mean, they have their share of the story. But I want to hear your side. Yeah, I want to hear what you found out. Don't worry, you're not heard. So no, Fakumram is not my main. Uh, technically, my my real main is Armor King, Armor King of all time. But as Tekken progressed, I changed and changed my mains. Um, in in Tekken 7, I was more of a Raven. I was more of a Raven. And here I'm more of a Raven and but I'd want you to try the Q in quick match and then try to not use your heat. Not use your heat until your opponent is actually already in half life, and I'm gonna be watching. All right. I know. It's fine. You have to try. Uh-huh. Yes, Battle, I did mute. I was talking to my student a while ago. Have you seen the Weibo site where Tekken players elo are based on Glico? That I did not know. There's a different site for that? Yeah, I was coaching. Don't worry, Mozil. It's all good. Now I'm gonna try to play very light. Yes. Only when you reach half life. Oh, sorry. Only when they reach half life. Only when they reach half life. Are links allowed here? You can DM it to me via my X. Wait, X. Dude, actually, where did I put my X? I didn't put my X here. That is crazy. Really? Yeah, this is my Twitter. You can send it to me via Twitter. This is exactly the same Twitter that I have. You can send it here or on Discord. Join my Discord. Type exclamation point Discord, and then you can join my channel, guys. Dude, that is crazy. Where is my Where's my Twitter? Where did I put my Twitter? Wonder, this is weird. Okay. This is NH. Where did I put my Twitter? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me look for the Twitter logo. Put it here. That is funny, because I remember putting my logo. Let me crazy. Good afternoon, Brogan out. Yeah, we just got our Facom round to GoD5. Yeah, Broganov, we can try the lobby if you want. Just a quick one, maybe a first. See how that is. Now I can help you. Now I can help you with. Let's go. Hold on, hold on. Post it on DC. Got it, got it. Let me check, okay? Dude, okay, wait a sec. I need move my NA. I think that's actually better. Because I need to put all my socials in one. Alright? Need to put all my socials in. There we go. X logo. Right on my. Was it? Wait, was it flipped? Okay, it's not. Nice big X over here. Here. See? I think I can even fit my nerd herd logo. I'll try to put the nerd herd is one of our the content creator or part of. Again, as the name. Now, let me move it. Trying to move it. Sorry guys if you're seeing me renovate. Yeah, there we go. I think we have space. Nerd logo. Where are you? Oh, that's sorry. It's such a clouded overlay. Just to simplify things. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. And trust me, Drea, this is a very tough matchup for Shao. We talked about. Okay, here's the hint. You're not gonna impose your plan. Not gonna impose your will on Jack. Not gonna do that. You have to make sure that you stay as far away from as possible. Very good. Very good. Ooh, you did not tornado. That is crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's why we're doing this. Everything's a recap. Okay, let's try again. Try again. Absolutely. Go ahead. Okay, Broganov, you can look for me. Broganov, you can look for me. I'm gonna make it a gauntlet. Just make it a 3. Interesting. Here we go. If it's a heat engager, Drea is valid. Means you don't have to do the challenge. If you land the heat engager, it's fine. Quincy, there we go. This is just a check, okay? But I'm not giving you all the exact points that you wanna because that's part of coaching. Part of coaching. I'm just gonna give you a generalization.
Get ready for the next battle.
Eh.
Round one. Fight.
Mm.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, round one. Oh, it lagged. What the hell happened? What happened there?
Round three. Fight.
Good one. I'll take that. He just let it rip. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, okay, Dre, you can keep going. Again, you can keep going. The challenge stays. All right. You can keep going. You can keep going. You can keep going.
Round one. Fight.
Soundwave, that's a interesting name. Still duck.
Round three. Fight.
A funny reaction. Oh wow, you do those instead. Hey, thank you, Battle. I appreciate that. As per the wave was, oh wow, okay, really? Let me check that in a bit, Battle. Wow, that's smart. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Round three. Fight.
One last Drogonov. Oh, Dre, I don't know why that worked. Oh no, you should not have tornadoed it. I mean, you should have not heat dashed it.
Round one. Fight.
still did it. Wow, you still ducked after that. That's amazing. Still with the flowcharts? Thank you, Broganov. GG's. Is this a chatter you're playing? Yes, Muzil. He's gonna be enrolling in time. He's gonna be enrolling in time, so we gave him a lobby. We gave him a lobby. GG's Broganov. After this, Drea, we're gonna talk. Let's finally talk about it after a few sets. Yeah, this is one of our followers, and realistically speaking, I wasn't able to grant this viewer a set because I had a goal to get my Fakumram to GoD5, right? So I offset that for today, and since I don't have a lot of time, I want to squeeze it in now while I'm actually coaching too. I should have actually believed in my 1214 because a Fakumram on Fakumram, I'm supposed to have like a lot of perks when it comes to wall combo. Oh, the damage. Got this Devil Jin. The crouch dash, yes. It's one of the things that I innovated-ish amongst Fakumrams here in the Philippines. And that makes him so dangerous. Makes him so dangerous. The problem with the crouch dash is that it doesn't evade highs if I do the low. If I do the full crouch DF2. That's the biggest problem. So I have to be careful. That's why sometimes I use a different low. I use something as simple as a generic low. A Mishima? Yes. No, like law. It's like I'm making Fakumram a law. Because I like law also. Oof. One more right here. Okay, sorry, I'm just waiting for. Oof. Okay, that was a little greedy, Drea. I don't think you needed to do a mix up there anyway. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Yeah, okay, you can leave that. Or if you continue, yeah, you can go one more, and then after this, yeah. The thing is, Broganov. I'll be honest with you. The thing is, I had to get my match 1. My match 1 was gathering information. That's one thing I'm willing to risk. Actually, a lot of Koreans and Japanese players do the same thing. They're willing to give up one entire match, and all the info's there. Willing, if need be. If need be. The good thing that I see from you is that you're not crazy when it comes to the strings. That's a very good thing. But I had all the information I needed. If that makes sense. After that one match, I got all the information I needed. That's all I needed throughout that entire thing. That's why I knew for a fact that I was gonna be able to impose my crouch dash. Hey, Cleveland. Coach using his pro tactics. What's the good or bad though? I don't. No, that was okay. No, here's the catch, Broganov. Your fundamental needs a lot of work. That's why I keep hitting you with 1-1. Your fundamentals need so much work. It's gonna need so much work because you operate in a flowchart. Your offense is primarily surrounded by a flowchart. Like mine? Yes. Happy 35C day. What is that exactly? What is that exactly? Could y'all enlighten me? Temperature 35 degrees Celsius day. That actually makes sense. Because I saw somebody else say that earlier. Not on stream though. You'll understand, Rhea, why I gave you that task. You're gonna understand why I gave you that task. But you can finish this set. Oh, never mind. Okay. Give it a rest, grab some water, and then we'll talk about it. I'll tell you what the purpose of that was. What the purpose of that entire thing was, okay? 35 degrees Celsius. Now, here's the catch, Broganov. I'll keep it completely honest with you. Okay, and I want to make this content as well. Right? Pakumram, in general, is super demanding on fundamentals. In basic Tekken, that you pay a huge price every time you decide wrong. I know that that's one of the general ideas of Tekken, but to him, since something as simple as this can get you killed, you really have to read blocking patterns and opponent tendencies in order for you to make that work. This right here is a really, really good poke, right, in general. 3 is such a good mid. Right? You should treat 3 as if it's a down forward 1. So how they respond to this, whether they flinch or they don't, or they sidestep or anything, that is your responsibility. Every single time that you press a 3, you're supposed to be looking at how they respond to it. That's why when you asked me one time, Broganov, Coach, does that down 4 spam really work? Is that what I should be doing? And what did I say? It's not spamming. It is looking for a reaction. It is looking for how they react to my offense. Because I cannot keep doing this without thinking I will die. Right? Whenever your opponent does not block a down 4, and again, this is invisible. You cannot react to this. You cannot react to a down 4. So whenever that they are able to block it, whenever they're able to block down 4, it means one of two things. One is that they just instinctively crouched, or they crouched by accident, or 2, they have a read on your timing, on your intentions to do the down 4. Okay, because this is my MVP. My personal MVP for Fakum Ram is obviously down 4. It's so hard to step, right? It has a huge counter hit property or advantage. Not to mention it hits grounded, so you can't stay down for long with this move, right? And again, it's one of the reasons you've never hit me with this, because this one I never saw from you personally. Okay, hold on. Let me talk to my student, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so Drea, could you get back to standby, please? Yeah. All right. I'll explain. Okay, so while you're not heard, it's okay for me to. You can turn off the CPU. It's okay for me to talk about this real quick right now. You see, The biggest deal about Heat is the fact that one of the biggest mistakes I've seen that Ling Xiaoyus make is that they expend the heat on the first encounter. You see, most of the mistakes that I've seen from Ling Xiaoyus. Hold on. Thank you, Mega Man. You're welcome. So again, back to it. One of the worst things that Xiaoyus do is to burn heat without the clock winding down to at least half, or with your opponent health not going down to half. Why? With Ling Xiaoyu, no heat, no threat, or at least for the majority of the elos, that's how it is. Right? For Xiaoyu, that's the concept. No heat, no threat. If you lose heat immediately and your opponent knows the matchup, Rhea, if your opponent knows the matchup and you don't have heat, you have no source of fear. Right? Because what's your strongest low? What's Ling Xiaoyu's strongest low, chat? And what about you, Drea? What do you think is the strongest low of Ling? Her fastest, strongest low. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. Okay. In your perspective, that's the strongest, fastest low, right? Okay, okay. To me, the fastest, strongest low that imposes a threat is Sidestep 4. That's the scariest Xiaoyu low, right? The fastest one. Yeah. Yes, because Sidestep 4 is a counter hit launch, invisible when masked properly, right? And to make things even more dangerous, it's only minus 13. So only one character in the cast can launch her. Only Kazuya can launch her. You see what I mean? So it makes it such a dangerous low. So without heat, the one thing that your opponents will do is to stay away. They stay away from Ling Xiaoyu so that she doesn't have any range she can't cover any range to apply pressure. Because you can't impose a mix-up with Ling Xiaoyu if you're far away, yes or no? You can't, right? If you're Ling Xiaoyu and you're far from your opponent, there's no mix-up. You can't put a mix. And you're gonna have to resort to cheap tricks, unfortunately, with Ling Xiaoyu. You're gonna have to fish for 3+4. You're gonna have to fish for your opponents coming in and all that. Look for a whiff, right? So, where does that lead me? Going back to the usage of heat. If your first launch will not get to the wall and resort to half-life, don't use your heat burst. I've seen a lot of Xiaoyus make that fatal mistake. Why? Say, for example, Xiaoyu is facing one of her worst matchups, Facom Ram. Facom Ram already is a very difficult matchup to begin with, yeah? Very tough. So if you lose heat, you are outranged, out-tooled, and out-damaged by Facom Ram. You get that? You see how many of those perks disappear? I'll answer that in a bit, Broganov. So you're already losing 3 of the biggest fights without heat. That's 3 advantages to 1. You see what I mean? That's 3 advantages to 1. But if you launch Facom Ram, say for example you launch him on the first 10 seconds of the match, and then you launch him, and via counter hit, no matter what it is, Drea. Say for example you launch Facom Ram with 3+4 counter hit, okay, and then it takes Facom Ram all the way to the wall. 100% that's gonna reach half-life. I think you know this already. You know what I mean? Now that's worth it. Now that's worth the use. Because the second interaction can be a true 50-50. You get me? There you go. Now, but after the first launch, if that doesn't get to the wall and you don't have true Oki mix, don't use heat. Or at least try not to use heat immediately. Okay? Because who knows? Who knows if you're gonna survive the round or not? Right? You're not gonna know that. Okay. Now, obviously, the other characters that you faced earlier were different matchups. They were very different matchups. Not all of them were something that you're comfortable with. With the Devil Jin, it's a lot of overextension, which we can talk about eventually. The Yoshimitsu match, you tried to play stance with stance. You get the point? And Yoshi, just like Ling Xiaoyu, is a game breaker. Okay, he's a game breaker. So, what's the general idea? Because both of you cannot approach each other. If Yoshi approaches you, you're dead. If you approach Yoshi, chances are you're dead too. He's dead too. Okay, because they're both very highly evasive characters. Now, what makes the difference? The biggest difference is how long each of you can keep heat. You get me? One of the biggest differences. How long can both of you keep your resources? Because Yoshi doesn't need to. But remember what I said earlier. If you needed to land a heat engager, then that's great. Okay, that's it. Which brings me to my next challenge. You try to go. You can try to play again, but this time, your guaranteed hits, your guaranteed hits should not be heat engagers. So what do I mean by that? Say you land an FF1, right? An FF1. Technically, FF1 guarantees what? AOP 2-1, right? You're not gonna get the 2-1. You see? You're gonna get the alternate guaranteed hits, which I believe is 4, right? FF1 guarantees 4. There we go. So AOP 4 is not a lot of damage, but it doesn't burn heat. You see what I mean? Because you want to keep that heat for later. You'd want to keep that heat for later. If you get what else? If you hit F4, if you hit forward 4, you're not gonna do back 4-1. You're gonna do the shoulder. Yes, I know it sucks, but the thing is, it's one of the things that I've been telling my players, or basically my students. Unless it gives you a full-on advantage, do not burn your heat. Okay. So, anyways, okay, let's try that. You can queue, and then let's try to show you. Let's try to incorporate the non-use of heat yet. You're gonna notice how long you'll survive. Again, this is matchups aside, Drea. This is matchups aside. It's about how long you can keep that heat with you. Got it? Okay, let's go. So F4, you're gonna do the shoulder instead. See? You're gonna do the shoulder. There we go. You see? You still get damage out of it. You hit your down back 3 counter hit. You can do DF2-3. Go on. Which you can hit confirm, by the way. No. DB3. You're down back 3. Down back 3. Yeah. You're not gonna do back 4-1 from there. You're gonna do DF2-3. Yes. Because that's the case. That's the case. Hold on. All right, Broganov. Yes, I did. Sorry, I'm gonna answer you. Yes, I did read the low, because during this time I already sensed that you wanted to get a bigger amount of damage instead of a guaranteed hit. That's just processing the information on how you chose to do things. Which move? Which move? The thing is, you have to. It's a low crush. It's a very fast low crush, and it gives you such an advantage. It gives you such an advantage. It has a guaranteed back turn 2-1. But if you're not comfortable using it yet, okay, then you don't have to. The biggest perk of that move is that it avoids a down jab. Yeah. Yes. Especially if they start interrupting you. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I don't know if you're still there, Broganov, but that's what I'm saying. It's the processing of information, buddy. Yeah, go ahead, Drea. I think you should read. Yeah. Oh, they did, huh? Okay, that's pretty crazy. Yes, lag switchers. All right. But don't worry, Broganov. Again, like I said, Fakum Ram is gonna expose neutral. Both ways. Sorry, Dre, you're part of this too. So, Fakum Ram is a character that exposes your opponent's neutral and yourself. Because, again, remember, everything that you do comes with a price. May it be movement evasion or getting blocked off of a really punishable move, right? They all come with a price. And like I said, I didn't need to kill you a while ago, Broganov, with combo. My combos failed, or they're not as good as I wanted them to be. But it's not that killed you. What killed you was the neutral. What really killed you back there was the neutral. If that makes sense. I just wanted to get all the information I could. Right. But you see, Dre, again, you're at a point right now in this elo. You're at this rank right here where you keeping your resources is still much, much more important. See? It's very, very important. If that makes sense. Know what I mean? Yeah. It's so important because your opponents at this elo will be very reckless when it comes to heat. Right? Now, apart from small Tekken, Broganov, Pakom Ram small Tekken is, small Tekken. It is small Tekken, but risky. So, the small Tekken of... Hold on. Sorry, my eyes are a bit glassy, guys. As I kind of just woke. I keep going, Dre. Don't worry. This is a good matchup for you, kind of. Good choice. Be careful. Okay. So, apart from small Tekken, Broganov, it's understanding. It's understanding the... I did 3-4 instead, but I was scared doing 3-1 again. Yes. You know why? Because I know that I will not die from that 3-4. And I get more reward for every 3-1 I duck. You see? That's what I'm saying. It's the choices. It's the Fakum Ram choices. It is you choosing the risk reward. If I duck your 3-1, I get my damage, my momentum, and everything. But if you hit me with a 3-4, unless I press a button, I'm willing to tank the follow-up. You see, you have to gauge the risk reward. You get me? Give me one scenario that you counter hit me with 3-4. Nada. Not a single one. Right? Not a single scenario did you counter hit me with 3-4. You see what I mean? You gotta gauge that scenario. You gotta gauge those small details. That's why Jules and I love this character. Because this character is one character that we share because it makes you think. It makes you think. You know what took me long to get him to GoD5? What took me so long to get him to GoD5? Because I played like a ranked player. And I realized that eventually when I was like, oh, I'm wasting so much time. I'm experimenting too much. No, why is it pure offensive? Pure offensive means that it's all attack. No, dude. It's critical thinking. That's choices. Jules also plays multiple characters from what I know. We both do. We just have our choices. And we only meet halfway with this character. This is the only character we share. Pakum Ram is the only character that we both like 100% like together. Everybody else, we're night and day when it comes to character choices. You see, Drea, the big difference there? You see the big difference when you get to keep heat? It makes you feel so much more comfortable in the longer scheme of things. Right? Yeah, Fakum Ram is the one character that we both like. Okay? But yeah, Broganov, that was defensive choice. It's not an offensive choice, it's a defensive choice. Right? That's why Fakum Ram's 3 is treated like a DF1. Because they have mix-ups. It has a 3 to 5 way mix. And even that will be layered along the way. You see what I mean? Ram's neutral is both strong and risky. And again, I only see one weakness from Ram: the extreme bad matchups. That's his only weakness. Thank you very much. That is the only problem of Ram. It's just Ram? No. Because you were moving when I was doing it. It hits everybody when they're moving from the ground. It's because you were already rolling. Oh, that was an obvious choice. That was an obvious choice. One more. I like this. You see, it's starting to sink in. You're understanding what you need to do. Okay. Good. DF3 hits people who roll. Okay, let me continue my Falcon Ram discussion. Okay, I'm gonna make this my marker for the content that I'm gonna make for the content that I'm gonna do in the future. So with Falcon Ram, it's not necessarily always um the mix-ups of the strings. It's not always gonna be the fakes and all that, the cancels, because that's interruptible. Those are fake. Basically, that's fake pressure. All right, it's interruptible. You can choose not to challenge it. There's a lot of things that can happen along the way. The one thing that I really like about Falcon Ram is that the rewards are huge when you're correct. I didn't even use jet kick or DF3 exactly because you were looking for something big. I could tell that you were looking for something big. You were waiting for something, whatever that was. And that's what I got from the first match. That's what I understood from the first match. You were looking for something huge. You see, a Falcon Ram player needs to be able to sniff out the chips in the armor of their opponent, right? Or at least try to. Remember that one time I hard called your armor on the wall and I jet kicked immediately. You see? In that situation, I realized that this guy is probably gonna reverse. And there it was. And there it was. Again, that's based off of information. Because you can't do anything there that will kill me unless you duck. Unless you duck my jet kick, nothing will kill me there. You see? Gauge the scenario. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Falcon Ram is a tough character to play. He's really tough. At least because he doesn't allow your snowballing to always bear fruit. You cannot 100% snowball with Falcon Ram. Everything has to come with a thought. But when you're correct, boy, do the rewards come. You know what I mean? It's really good. Yes. Now the thing is, you had 3 choices. You block, you power crush high, you power crush mid, or basically the other options is you challenge. Challenging, I will not recommend. You're behind the wall, dude. There we go. Continue, Dre. There we go. One more match. See? Slowly. Okay, so overall, like, I feel Falcon Ram in general, I feel that if you're really I feel that generally if you really want to be successful with Falcon Ram, or you want to try to rank him up as fast as you can, you're gonna have to start actually reading your opponent's tendencies. That way you're gonna know where and when to look for openings. I think that's the entire gist of Falcon Ram. Or at least based on what I've seen. Falcon Ram is so effective. Yeah, man, no problem, Broganov. I will still wait for your enrollment. That's nothing. That's surface level. That's very surface level. That's not everything you need to know yet. That's what my students get. More, actually. My students will get more than that when they're enrolled. Like Kleben here. Kleben is one of my students, Yoshimitsu, right? And I still owe him that Yoshimitsu. I will still get my Yoshimitsu high. That doesn't sound right, doesn't it? I will still get my Yoshimitsu on a higher level. Oh my gosh. I will still get my Yoshimitsu high. I'm sorry, that is hilarious. That's my fault. But yeah, for those who came from Battle Stream, thank you very much. I appreciate that, really. I want to drop by Battle Stream soon too if I have the time. Or I will make time. Should I catch him live? Look at you go, look at you go, look at you go. Okay, keep going. Right? See? You realize how it's not about what you can do to them. It's about what's also gonna happen to you. Ah! I just told you not to heat engage. You know what? Fine. I'm jinxing it. I'm gonna stop talking. Stop talking, Drea. See? Look. Oh. The thing is, I do. Okay, I do not accept one-day coaching. I never accept single session coaching, Brogan. Right? I never accept that because I don't want my students leaving with half-baked info. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? With Cleveland, I gave him a reward, right, for reaching a certain rank with his Yoshimitsu. But that one session alone, it gave him info, it gave him knowledge, but it's not everything he needs. It's not everything he needs. I don't want my students leaving with half-baked like Tekken knowledge or like short Tekken knowledge because progress doesn't happen in one session. It will, but it's not gonna be everything. It's not everything you need. I want my students to have as much info as they can have, right? And eventually apply that more. The intention was super obvious there, Drea. It was super obvious. Yeah. Okay. Let me reconnect real fast. So just an appetizer. Yes, it was, Cleveland. Yes, it was. Yeah, you haven't given me a reason yet. You haven't gotten to GOD 1 and above yet, Cleveland. I don't mind getting Yoshimitsu to a higher GOD, but you have to give me a reason to. Those grabs might get you later. Yeah, be very careful. Okay, good try. I like it. But on paper, you've already lower bracketed this Reina. So I'm fine. I'm completely fine with that. Like it's a full course meal. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tekken is like that. Our coaching is like that. It's always been in the curriculum. We never ever go for just one session. You don't learn anything from that, or you don't learn everything you need to learn from that. None of our students ever enrolled for one session. Ever. It's not the smartest thing to do. Oh, Dre, I don't know how risky that was. I know how risky that was, but okay. We'll pretend. There, now that's the proper use of heat. Alright, ending the live now, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Have a good day. Liben, Broganov. And thank you for those who came from Battle Stream. You guys are amazing. Muzi or Muzio. Next stream when? Tomorrow, Liben. Most likely. I'm leaving today. Thank you. Bye-bye.